Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good. It's your Manit Gera, and being after a long time, a long break, I am here now. So, I recently joined the company for my internship and want to share with you my experiences that what challenges I have faced during the application time and what timeline I have followed, and yeah, all the basic things which might help you in your journey as well to prepare your applications and to get an internship. So let's get started. See you in the video. So it all started just after landing in the Germany. After I will say after getting settling down 2 or 3 months after, I started looking on this topic that what I should do, when should I start applying, and all the things. In the first semester, I started preparing the base using the help of internet and a few different courses from the internet and a lot of things which I will going to tell you that which will also help you in the next part of this video. In this video, we are just going to take the overview that what timeline and what challenges you might have to face and how can you make your path. You can say how should you plan to complete your masters, to found an internship, at which semester you should start, after which period you should start applying, and all the things. So in first semester, I along with our regular exams and all, I have started looking on the things that how German market works, what are the requirement of the companies, what they want, in which field I want to pursue my career. So after finding all of these, I started looking back on the mindset of the companies, mindset of the market, what qualities, what skills, what the things they want from an intern or from any student or from an entry level employer, because you have to work according to that. You cannot put your legs into 10 boats. You have to choose one boat or at max two boats where you have to focus. For example, if your background belongs from the CAD side or the designing side, or if you are from the embedded systems, or I will say in the programming side, then you have to focus on your path that you want to pursue, what you are doing before, or you want to go directly into a totally new field. If you want to change into a totally new field, you have to focus on that. You cannot remain on the same same skill set or on the same previous work experience. You have to start building the skills relevant to your new field of interest. So for that, you have your initial semesters, especially your first semester, and after that the break, that winter break or summer break, whatever you will say it, that break is very important for you to do this. Then according to your field, you have to find that with which type of peoples you have competition. For example, in coding side, most of your competition is with international population. But when you go on the side of the manufacturing, production, simulation, more towards the mechanical side, your competition will going to be the natives. And when your competition is going to be the native, it will going to be quite difficult, because you might not be the proficient in the language. You have to build your language. At least you can give the interviews in German language. So these all you have to figure out and find and have to plan by the end of first semester, so that you can get an internship in third or the fourth semester, because in third or fourth semester you have to enter into a company if your vision is to do a full-time job later after your degree. So you have to find an internship or master thesis, and for that you have to do all this basic work before that. And generally I will say that application phase is generally goes around from 3 months to the 6 month. At least 2 month companies used to take to reply you back after submitting your applications. It is the normal time here that company will take around 2 to 4 weeks at least to give you an interview date if they are willing to, and if they are not willing to give an interview date, then approximately 1 to 1.5 months later you will get a rejection. So you have to plan all the things according to that. In most of the cases, I will suggest from my experience that you should start applying from second semester. From October, November, you have to start applying. At least you should start applying for an working student. If you do not have any previous experiences after your bachelor's or during your bachelor, you do not have any sound experience, then it will quite be competitive, or I would say difficult for you to get an internship so early. It will going to take a lot of effort from your side and depends on your previous projects, your skill sets, and what you have done before. So this all you have to gather, and if you have something less than the requirement of the market, then you have to work on it. You have to gain those skills. You have to do some voluntary project on your own or under your professor or with someone else. So you have to build a basic background of and requirement of master student in the market, because a master student is one who should be have some, I will say, some skills on some software. So whatever is your field, depend on that. For example, in my case, I should have good knowledge of additive manufacturing, different manufacturing processes, and when we come to the software, then the different CAD softwares, I should have a good command on different CAD softwares, different simulation softwares. Only then the company is going to prefer me to give me an internship or a working student or a master thesis. Along with that, if you want to go the field relevant to the core mechanical side or the electrical side other than the coding, then you will also going to need a good proficiency of German. At least you will able to give an interview in German. The complete interview of 1 hour, you can hold that much long conversation in German. Then it will be a very good for you. If you are on the coding side, there is some relaxation, but not that much. But it is always better to learn German before entering in a company. At least a little bit more than B1, or I will say if B2, then that's absolutely good. With during your work in company, you can learn furthermore B2 onwards, or I will say B2.2 onwards. So till B2.1 you should do at least before entering into the company. If the company's working environment is totally in German, then it is quite important, because if I say in my case, I gave the interview in German, I applied in a lot of companies in German. So and my company environment is totally in German, and it took me 3 or 4 days to get settling down, even after having a lot of experience with German environment previously, as I am living in a dorf, in a small town where I used to work in a Irish restaurant as well. From there I got the exposure with German and a little bit by language, and I also worked 5 to 6 months in our university laboratory where the working environment was also too in German. So I have that much of experience with German. Even after that, I found it quite challenging when entering in a company with fully German language. First day it was like, what is they saying? What are they want to say? You will initially, in my case, I used to get 40 to 50%. Then I used to cross question. Sometimes the questions were a lot silly questions, but it used to help me to get their way of talking. And then after 3 or 4 days, it started getting settling down. But if you fight, you will go through it. If you give away, if you love, you will like, no, it is too hard for me, then you will never get into it. There is a breakthrough, there is a threshold you have to cross, and it is very important to learn German before coming to Germany, before entering into a company. On each stage you will going to need German, so it is always better to start as early as possible. And there are a lot of ways to learn German. The most efficient way is to get some courses, get some classes, and take the German classes. There are a lot of the German courses available online, but yeah, it's all your choice. We will discuss about which German courses are pretty helpful for you in our next part of the video. But yeah, right now I would say you should start focusing on your internship applications since semester 1. First, start figuring out your field, start figuring out about the demand of your type of your type of roles, the company roles and responsibility, and what are their prerequisites, that what they require. In some of I would say in some of the job roles, the company used to write that you need a driving license of class B, then you should also work on that. I have completed that in my second semester because in my field most of the company required that. That is the prerequisite for an application, and the main reason of that is because of the company's location is in a uh, totally outside city where there is no good public transportation, so one need a license to go to visit company regularly. So yeah, that's the whole thing you have to take care of. Start preparing your base. There are the 3 things you need to focus on first semester. Figure out what all you need, then make a plan to prepare your base, and then start learning German. Prepare your document possibly in German. You can take help from the DeepL, you can take help from the online courses, or a lot of sources available online. Or recently I also see that in Bharat in Germany's B1 course, they have a section on preparing your CV in German. You can also refer to that. And there are a lot of options you have to search on internet. We will also discuss about these sources in our next video. So the timeline, I would say it took me, I started my first application I submitted is in October, and I get an acceptance. My first I got the 3 acceptance, out of which my first acceptance I received in May, in last May, and my first interview was in April. No. My first interview was in January, then after that it was directly in April. In this meantime, there are a lot of rejections and a lot of corrections I did in my application. So it all goes through with time. You will get 10 rejections, then you will going to change something in your cover letter or some CV. You will check something online, you will discuss with your seniors, you will discuss from someone else, and then correct your most of the universities also have a career center. There you used to give you the feedback on your documents, your CV and everything. So you have to figure out all these efficiently, and for this you cannot take a break after landing. Like, you cannot do all this on time if you have a mindset that, yeah, now I came to the Germany, now I will first explore the Germany, I will relax, and after 2 semesters I will going to start. Then when you after 2 semesters you will going to start, it will going to be like your degree is not going to complete in a standard time, and not 4 or 5 semesters, it will going to extend till 6 semesters. So if you want to complete your degree in a standard time or only with 1 or 2 semester extension, then you have to start working as soon as possible after your landing. You get settled down, you get your all the paperwork done, you get the comfortable, or you have completed your first semester exam, at least then you have to start working on this. Yeah, the other thing are also important, like knowing the country, knowing the culture, those things are also, you have to manage your time, you have to work on your time management skills to get all this perfectly done. So I hope this all will going to help you, and if you have any questions, you want to discuss anything about me, you have my Instagram, which you can see on the last page of this video or in the description below, and you can contact me from there, or you can write me an email of our YouTube channel, and I will reply you as soon as possible back. And this is Manit Gera signing off from Hellhouse, Bavaria, and I wish you all the best in your career, in your future, and we will see you in the next video.